Morning, JJ. We're coming to you live from the Bomas of Kenya, which is the National Tallying Center. And as of now, what we can report is that we're able to see different representatives of the leading parties in the ongoing election process, whereby we have been able to spot a couple of representatives, such as, if my cameraman can show you, we've been able to spot Gladys Boscholei, as well as who is a representative of Kenya Kwanza. We've also been able to spot Caroline Karogo, and other representatives of the main parties that are currently leading according to the results that continue to stream in into the IEBC portal. And also this being the second day after the main election day, which was on the 9th of August, is that we continue to expect an update from the chair of the IEBC, who is Wafula Chebukati, given that last night, he was expected to address members of the media to just tell us how far the numbers are, but that was postponed. So we are expecting him any moment from now, given that we're told that update will come in here at the auditorium at around 10 a.m. And as of the update that we got yesterday from the chair was that about 65% of Kenyans had already cast their votes, which is a representative of about 14 million out of the expected 22 million who are registered and expected to vote in this general election. And also, as of yesterday, also one of the constituencies that had been elections had been adjourned at that particular area, which is Elders in Wajir County. The chair was able to tell us that elections kicked off bright and early from that particular place at around 6 a.m. So we are expecting to also get an update on how that's faring on, given that he had also mentioned that there were insecurities in that part of the country. He was also able to tell us of a few errors that they had experienced as a commission in particular places, such as Rakwaro in Rongo, Migori County, as well as Anabkoi and Sabaot, whereby he said that in some of the places they erroneously uploaded Form 34, Form 34B, Form 35A instead of the expected Form 34A, and that had been corrected, and they will be expecting, or they were expecting, to get now the physical forms of Forms 34A and 34B here at the National Tallying Center. And right now here at the auditorium, we can't really say that we've been able to see some of the returning officers from the county tallying centers who were expected to come at this particular place, who are being waited for here so that they can present the physical forms to the IEBC officials, who, as you can see, are already on standby here at the auditorium, ready to receive the forms 34A and 34B from the county returning offices, so that they can be able to verify them against those that were sent via the digital platforms, and thereafter they'll be able to record them and hand them over to the chair, Wafula Chebukati, who will then be able to do the collation and thereafter declare the results. And also this auditorium, as he had updated us yesterday, is that they will be doing the tallying of the presidential votes, and also he is the only person who is expected to declare results. Also, he was just able to tell Kenyans if they're doing any other parallel tallying, they can do that, given that the results continue to stream in through the IEBC portal, but they are not allowed to do the declaration. He's the only person who is allowed by the Constitution to do the declaration of the results. Also, JJ, if I can tell you on what we are seeing here, the auditorium from the screens that have been put up here, is that as of now, there are about the Form 34As that have been streaming in are about 99.73%, which is a representation of 46,105 from 105 polling stations out of the expected 46,220, I believe, because the screens are so far. And if my cameraman can show you, that's what we are able to see right now from the screens here at the auditorium, Bomas of Kenya, as we continue to wait for the chair and the other commissioners to come and continue giving us an update if they've been able to receive any forms from the returning officers from different places, which you've been able to see. Some have already have already declared who is leading in different counties for the gubernatorial seats. So they are expected here any time from now to bring the physical forms, which will be verified, and the chair will now declare the official results of who has won. To you, JJ.
All right, Serafina, before I let you go, very quick one. You talk about tabulation, but there's a status update to expect from the IEBC. Are you aware what time it's supposed to come, Serafina?
Yes, please. Come again.
You're talking about tabulation and what Wafula Chebukati expects, obviously, so he can declare results. But there's a status update we expected from the IEBC. What time is it?
I can't get too clearly, but according to the tallying that is expected, that's what they're going to update us. But from what we are getting from the tabulations that we can see from the screens that have been put here at the auditorium, is that we are able to see that the Form 34As that have already arrived or have already been updated into the portal are about 99.73%, which represent 46,100, represent forms received from 46,105 polling stations out of the expected 46,229 Curia.
Thank you very much, Serafina Ruby. Some breakdown of communication there. We're still on standby for the IEBC and obviously deal with the question of how far they are in terms of receiving the physical forms so they can be able to tell us who is the eventual winner of this election, because media